Let's start our class with a prayer. Please stand up, bow our heads, and put ourselves in the presence of God. Good morning, class! How are you today? I'm glad to hear that. You may now take your seat. I'll check the attendance and say Darna if you're still there. Alcaraz Joyce, Alday Joanne, Andalian Camille, Kailing Albert, Egia Cherry, Katdula Trixie, Games Wences, Polisiman Angela, Manalo Jillian, Villanueva Rica. Very good. Everyone is present. Give yourself a Aling Junisha clap. Like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good. Before we proceed our lesson, do you remember our lesson yesterday, class? Yes, Rika? Very good, Rika. Our lesson yesterday is all about nervous system. What is nervous system? Yes, Camille? That's correct, Camille. The nervous system is a network of cells and tissues that controls thoughts, movements, and all life processes. It controls all the other parts of our body. So, what are the parts of nervous system? Yes, Joanne? Very good, Joanne. The parts of our nervous system is our brain, spinal cord, and peripheral nerve. So, what is the control system of our body? Yes, Eliza? Very good, Eliza. The control system of our body is brain. So, what is the largest part of our brain? Yes, Mika? That's correct, Mika. The largest part of our brain is cerebrum. So, what part is under the cerebrum? Yes, JP? Very good, JP. The part under the cerebrum is cerebellum. So, what part connects the brain and the spinal cord? Yes, Jerry? That's correct, Jerry. The part connects the brain and the spinal cord is medulla. So, what is called a rapid response in our brain? Yes, Jillian? Very good, Jillian. The rapid response called in our brain is reflecting action. Good job, grade 6, and you will remember our lesson yesterday. Okay, class. Today, we have an energizer. Please stand up and join the song and dance of our energizer.
What you have in store.
enjoy your Energizer class? Nice to hear that. So, how do you feel after you sing and dance? Yes, JP? Very good, JP. After you sing and dance, your blood is revived. Class, let's have an activity. So, group 1 is the left side and the group 2 is the right side. So, go to your respective groups. So, let's find out the different classes or groups of vertebrates and invertebrates. So, you're going to classify the group of animals with backbone and without backbone. Do it for 5 minutes. Do you understand, class? Are you done, class? Okay, group 1. What is your answer in animals with backbones? Okay, we have fish. Another. Okay, we have shark. And we have dog. And elephant. Ano pa? Eagle. And parrot. Parrot and horse. And the last is lion. How about group 2? What is your answer in animals without backbone? We have worm. The next is snail. And ant. And they have turtle. The next is spider. And bee. Next is ladybird. The next is lizard. Ano pa? Cockroach. Next is butterfly. Meron pa? Yes. Mosquito and crab. Class, what group of animals are those? Yes, JP? That's correct, JP. It is called vertebrates and invertebrates. This day, we will studying about animals, particularly the vertebrates and invertebrates. Animals found in the locality are classified into vertebrates and invertebrates. So when we say invertebrates, it is a animal have a backbone. For example, elephant, rabbit, kangaroo, giraffe, and many more. So vertebrates are animals that have a backbone. All vertebrates belong to the phylum Chordata. Bones are predominant feature in the body of vertebral animals that serve as protection of their internal organs. The present bones in the animal's body helps the animals to walk, jump, crawl, and swim. So these are the examples of animals with backbones. So these are the vertebrates. They have elephants, giraffes, leopard, dogs, cat, bear, wolves, whale, shark, dolphin, snake, and goldfish. So animals can be oviparous and viviparous. So viviparous are animals that are born alive with their parents, such as dogs, carabao, and cats. So when we say viviparous, it is have a parents. So it is born alive with their parents. While oviparous animals are those that are hatched from egg, such as chicken, duck, and snake. When we say oviparous animals, they are born from an egg. For example, chicken, snake, dolphin, fish, turtle, alligator, and many more. They have 5 main groups of vertebrates. First is mammals. Mammals are warm-blooded animals that are born alive or viviparous. They have hair or fur on their body, covering in mammary gland to feed their young with their milk. So these are the examples of mammals. They give their birth to live young. They have hair or fur, and mammal mothers nurse their young with milk. Then the second is fish. Fish are cold-blooded animals covered with scales. They have tails and fins that help swim. They are animals hatched from egg and breathe through gills. So these are the examples of fish. So they breathe underwater using gills, have scales and fins, and cold-blooded and lay eggs. So the third is birds. Birds are warm-blooded animals hatched from egg or oviparous. They have a pair of limbs for hopping and pair of wings used in flying. There are birds that have wings but can fly. A beak or bill is used in getting food, as well as protecting themselves for their enemies. So these are the examples of birds. Birds have feathers and wings, so they lay eggs and they are warm-blooded. So amphibians are cold-blooded animals from egg. They spend part of their lives in water and other part on land. They have moist and scaleless skin. Some examples are salamander, newt, toad, and caecilian. So these are the examples of amphibians. Amphibians live on land and water. They breathe with lungs and gills. So amphibians are cold-blooded and they moist, smooth skin, and they have 4 legs and they lay many eggs. So the last is reptiles. Reptiles are cold-blooded vertebrates hatched from egg. They have dry, scaly skin, and some have shells. So when we say reptiles, it is nanggagaling siya o napipisa siya mula sa itlog. So some examples are turtles, chameleon, snake, lizard, and gecko. So these are the examples of reptiles. Reptiles have scales, not fur. They have dry skin and barely lay eggs, and usually lay eggs, sometimes live young. So they have ear holes instead of ears. So they have 4 legs or no legs. So they are cold-blooded. So when we say cold-blooded, it is the blood of the animals are cold because they are living in the water. Invertebrates are animals without backbone or vertebral column. So when we say invertebrates, it is animals without backbone. Ito yung mga animals na walang backbone. So invertebrates are simple animals because they don't have backbone. So its parts and functions are simpler compared to those of the vertebrates. So these are the examples of vertebrates. So they have ant, jellyfish, terminate, cuttlefish, squid, bee, anemone, octopus, coral, and wasps. So they have 8 main groups of invertebrates. So first is arthropods. So the example of arthropods is spider, scorpion, dragonfly, ant, crab, and many more. The characteristics of arthropods have given segmented bodies and tough skeleton with jointed appendage and hardened outer skeleton. Then the second is mollusks. The example of mollusks are barnacle, snail, squid, oyster, scallop, octopus, slug, and mussel. The characteristic of mollusks are soft-bodied animals with shells inside or outside their bodies, called exoskeleton. The next is echinoderms. So example of echinoderms is brittle star, crinoids, sand dollar, sea cucumber, sea urchin, and starfish. The characteristics of echinoderms are marine animals with spiny endoskeleton, have a water vascular system, tube feet, and radial symmetry as adults. The next is foraferans. So these are the example of foraferans. They are spore-bearing animals with attach themselves to rocks or sea floor. So, ito yung nasa ilalim ng mga dagat. So, cnidarians. So, these are the examples of cnidarians. So, they have coral, hydra, jellyfish, and anemones. So, cnidaria are hollow intestine animals. They have one body. Opening a moist have 2 layer cells. Platelmates. So platelmates are flattened, elongated, worm-like animals. The next is nematodes. So these are the example of nematodes. Is elongated, unsegmented worm-like or thread-like animals. Nematodes are free-living or parasites of humans, plants, and animals. Annelids. So the example of annelids have earthworms and many more. So annelids are elongated worm-like animals with externally evident segmentation ring animals. They have body segments that allow for specialization of tissues and for efficient movement. So what have you learned in our lesson class? Yes, JP? Very good, JP. Animal group is divided into 2, which is vertebrates and invertebrates. So what is the difference between vertebrates and invertebrates? Yes, Rika? Very good, Rika. Vertebrates are animals with backbone, while the invertebrates animals are without backbone. So, what is the difference between oviparous and viviparous? Yes, Cherry. Very good, Cherry. Viviparous are animals that are born alive with their parents, such as dogs, carabao, and cats. So, while the oviparous animals are those that are hatched from egg, such as chicken, duck, and snake. So, what are the different groups of vertebrates? Yes, Joyce? Very good, Joyce. The different groups of vertebrates are fish, birds, mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. So, what are the different groups of invertebrates? Yes, Camille? Very good, Camille. The different groups of invertebrates are arthropods, mollusks, echinoderms, poriferans, cnidaриans, polymithids, nematodes, and annelids. So, do you understand, class? Okay, very good. Get one whole sheet of paper and answer this table. Direction. Make an inventory of vertebrates and invertebrates that are commonly seen in the community. List at least 5 in the table. Check its classification if it is vertebrates or invertebrates. And write the place where you have seen. So, do you have 5 minutes to answer this? Do you understand, class? Class? So, who will give the animals commonly seen in the community? So, Rika? So, you have fish. So, where you have fish seen? Yes, in the sea. So, what are the classifications of fish? It is vertebrates or invertebrates? Yes, Rika, it is vertebrates. So, JP, frog. Where have you seen frog? Yes, in the river. So, what is the classification of frog? It is vertebrates or invertebrates? Very good. It is vertebrates. Next is Camille. Dog. Where have you seen dog? In the house. So, what is the classification of dog? It is vertebrates or invertebrates? Yes, Camille, it is vertebrates. So, Joan. Crabs. So, where you have crabs seen? In the sea. So, what is the classification of frogs? It is vertebrates or invertebrates? Crabs is invertebrates. And the last, Mika. Worm. So, where you have worm seen? In the land. So, what is the classification of worm? It is vertebrates or invertebrates? Very good. It is invertebrates. You have an assignment. Kindly get your notebook in science and copy your assignment. Directions. Cut pictures of different animals and identify them according to their group. Are you done copying your assignment, class? Okay. Keep your things and pick up the piece of paper before leaving. Okay. Goodbye and thank you, class.